when you're solving algebraic equations, you're trying to find the value of the unknown that would make this equation work out. So in this case, we have an equation 4x is equal to 80. So x is the unknown. So x in this case is equal to 20 because you divide both sides by 4. So you divide this side by 4, divide this side by 4, and you're going to get x is equal to 20. And I think most of you just spot that. Other examples would include 3x plus 1 is equal to 10. So the technique for solving it would be something like, I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides to get rid of this 1 here. I want to get all my unknowns on their own on one side. So I want to get my x's on one side and all my other numbers on the other side. So subtract 1 from both sides is going to give me 3x plus 1 minus 1, and that's equal to 10 minus 1. You do the same thing to both sides. And 3x plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 3x is equal to 9. And so x is equal to 3. That's the solution to that one. Now, the only difference in this is the second example. In the previous example, we had 3x plus 1. Now we have 3x minus 1. So in order to clean this out, we want to get the x's on one side and all the numbers on the other. I need to add 1 to both sides. So 3x minus 1 plus 1 now. And that's equal to 13 plus 1. And these two are going to cancel each other out. And I'm going to be left with 3x is equal to 14. And I'm going to get x is equal to 14 divided by 3. Sorry, I should have given you an example, it would work out nicely. But the answer is still, you divide both sides by 3, x is equal to 14 divided by 3. Okay, let's move on to the next batch. So 4x plus 2 is equal to 3x minus 2. Again, I want to get all my x's onto one side and all my other numbers on the other side. So all my unknowns on one side. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. I'm going to get 4x plus 2 minus 3x is equal to 3x minus 3x minus 2. I subtracted 3x from this side because I want this to happen. I want this to go to 0. And then I'm left with 4x. Take away 3x is 1x. So x plus 2 is equal to minus 2. Okay, don't forget I still have my minus 2 here. And now I have to subtract 2 from both sides. So I'm going to go x is equal to minus 2, and that's equal to minus 4. So this solution is x equals minus 4. That's my solution. X equals minus 4. I subtracted 2 from both sides. Right, next example. I have x plus 5 is equal to 12 minus 2x. Well, I want to get all my x's onto one side. So I've decided I'm going to add 2x to both sides. So I'm going to have x plus 5 plus 2x. And that's equal to 12 minus 2x plus 2x. So this is what I added onto both sides. I plus 2x onto both sides. And I did that so that these two would cancel out. And now I'm left with 3x plus 5 is equal to 12. Okay? And then I subtract 5 from both sides. 3x plus 5, take away 5 is equal to 12, take away 5. And these cancel out, and I'm left with 3x is equal to 7. Another difficult example. So x is equal to 7 divided by 3. All of the examples in your books will, x will be equal to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or some whole natural number or maybe an integer. It won't be equal to a fraction. But the technique is exactly the same, isn't it? You get all your x's onto one side, you then get all your numbers onto one side, and you're left with an equation like so many x's is equal to such and such a number, and then you solve it. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Okay, in these cases you multiply everything out. So 3 multiplied by 2x is 6x. 3 multiplied by minus 2 is minus 6. And that's equal to 24. So we had 3 multiplied by 2x is 6x. 3 multiplied by minus 2 is equal to minus 6. And now I do what I did in the last time. I need to get rid of this minus 6. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides. So I'm going to get 6x is equal to 24 plus 6. I added 6 on the left-hand side. And I added 6 on here. When I added 6 on here, it cancels this out. So minus 6 plus 6 is 0. So I didn't bother writing it down here. Now I'm going to get 6x is equal to 30. And x is equal to 5. So that's the solution to there. Multiplying out. Let's have a look at the next one. Now, I've got multiplying out on both sides. So 2 multiplied by 3x is 6x. And 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, so plus 4. And that's equal to 4 multiplied by x is 4x, and 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. So that's equal to 4x plus 12. Now I need to get all my x's onto one side. So I'm going to subtract minus 4x from this side, minus 4x from this side. Okay? So the reason I'm subtracting 4x from this side, as you know by this stage, is to get rid of these. So I'm now going to have 4x minus 4x is 2x plus 4 is equal to 12. And now I subtract 4 from both sides. 2x plus 4 minus 4 is equal to 12 minus 4. And that's going to be, they're going to cancel out. And it's going to give me 2x is equal to 8. X is equal to 4. And by the way, if I put 4 is the answer, if I put 4 in here, into this equation here, it's going to work out. It's the only number in the world that will work. It's quite interesting. Let's have a look and see. So if I replace that with a 4, that's going to be 3 4s are 12. 3 4s are 12 plus 2 is 14. 2 14s is 28. So 28 is on this side here. What's on this side? Let's have a look. We've got 4 plus 3. X is equal to 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 4 7s are 28. So they're equal, you see. That's what we've done. You found a value for x which makes this work out. Okay, so there you go. I'll post this on now, and then you'll be able to do the homework tonight, which was, I think, the homework was exercise 14.4, questions 6 to 12. All right, and if you want to do some more or different ones, that's okay as well. Good luck. See you later.